So every certain karma you do, it has a certain level of intensity. The first level of intensity is that you did something at a thinking level and you are constantly thinking about it, thinking about it. So what happens when you constantly think about something? What happens next? If you keep thinking about it, after a point, it becomes your idea of life, and somewhere it will reflect in your actions, and then it will materialize the thing, right? So, but if you stop thinking in the same manner, if you change the way you were thinking, as a result, your behavior actions will be different. So just by being aware of that pattern, you can change it, right? But you have to change the pattern. But once you become aware, you can change it. And then the second level of intensity is that you have to put lots of efforts. Maybe you were thinking about it and then you did it, and as a result, somebody got hurt, or maybe somebody got damaged, something happened. And then maybe you have to pay for that. Maybe you have to apologize for that if somebody got emotionally hurt, something like that. So in order to rectify damage, you have to do some efforts, and then it will be rectified. And the third level is you did something and you killed someone. Now that person cannot come back. You just have to accept it. You did it, right? So these are the intensities. One more loose example here, that just because of your past patterns and actions, you are born in a certain family, you get certain skin color, height, just based on your parents' DNA, and you can't naturally change it. So that's the fixed level of karma, that it's done. That's how you are supposed to have. But then due to your bad lifestyle, you put some weight on. You have, more than you're supposed to have a body weight. So just by changing your diet, going to gym, working out, you can change it. All these are, karmas. So there are three levels of karma. One is the light one, just by being aware of it, by changing your thought process, you can change the actions. Another one is you have to put lots of efforts to change it, but it's still changeable. And the third one is ball is being thrown. You can't take it back. You just wait. The ball is going to be dropped on the ground. And once it does, you just simply accept it. So when people talk about free will and destiny, this is where, people miss the whole point. It's not black and white. It all depends on the intensity of karmas you are having it. There are a few things they are changeable, but at the same time, there are a few things they are not changeable. And you don't even want to change it, because from, again, consciousness point of view, it's not a whole debate of ego that I can change it. If you are supposed to change it, you will change it, but you don't want to. It's not required. It's not required for your consciousness to evolve further. Once we got the internet, and internet helped us to organize the information. When Google came, the whole mission was organizing world's information. That's what they really did. And now AI came, and AI says, okay, good, you have organized the information, but it's pretty scattered. If somebody has to learn something, they have to spend 5 hours to watch a couple of videos, read articles, this and that. Let me simplify this whole job for humans. What I'm going to do, whatever they have to do for 5 hours, I will do it in 5 seconds, or maybe 5 milliseconds. And I will give them concentrated version of information, right? So they didn't have to change anything on the internet. It was already done. And what they did, they upgraded the same thing. They evolved on that. So just like that, there are a few things we are not supposed to change. We just need them as a foundation. So we just need to upgrade that information instead of changing. Right. So once we have that clarity, we stop fighting for changing those things which are not changeable. And at the same time, we are not even supposed to change them. We are supposed to upgrade them. On the contrary, we needed them for the foundation. Once you understand this idea of karma, you will be able to understand a lot about your life. That, do I really need to change this job? Do I really need to change this business? Do I really need to change this relationship? No, I don't. I need to understand it better. And at the same time, there are jobs and relationships you're supposed to change, and you can change. So once you have children, one child or more than one child children, you cannot change them. You cannot take them back. It just happened. Now you have to accept. That's what I was saying. The ball is being thrown. Now you can't take it back. Okay. So I have already covered this when I was explaining the intensities, that karma is not fate. Karma is pattern. And it's a perspective towards karma, that it's just a pattern which is playing in your mind constantly. And before it takes place, you can change it.